Good day everyone, we are here to assess the head-to-toe assessment. So the first thing we have is the interview and the nursing history.
Kailan po kayo pinanganak?
August 13.
Age niyo po? 18. Major po? Occupation po student parang today I will be interviewing po for health history and also for possible present illness po. Discussion po will be confidential for the both of us and also for the physician that we will be referred to. Start na po tayo. Any reason po for your admission today po? Meron po ba kayo ibang nararamdaman or may masakit po sa inyo?
Masakit po yung ulo.
Kailan niyo pa po yung nararamdaman?
Last week po.
Last week ba? Araw-araw po ba yun? Hindi naman.
Tuwing umaga lang.
Mga ilang oras po yung tinatagal na sa
Ilang minuto lang naman.
May medication po ba kayo na ginagawa? Ay na, wala naman po. Ano po nagiging parang ano yung ginagawa para mawala sa inyo?
Pinapagod ko lang po Phoenix na
Mga eggplant po. Any allergies po meron po ba kayo? Surgery po.
wala.
Other hospitalizations po. Medical history po. Major problems po. In this case, hypertension, hypotension, diabetes, cancer, lung disease, gastro or rheumatic disease, stroke, seizure, glaucoma, or ano po, wala naman po. Yung bata po ba kayo, nagkaroon na kayo ng measles, mumps po, ng rubella, chickenpox po. Hindi pa po kayo nagkakaroon ng chickenpox. Hepatitis po, malalaman, pneumonia. Sa family history naman po, sa family niyo po, meron po ba may hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, tuberculosis, mental health disorders, stroke, may cancer po ba, alcoholism po ba? Sa lifestyle naman po, araw-araw po ba kung nag-exercise or may routine po kayo ng pag-exercise? Pero po, tuwing pumapasok po kayo ng school, ano po mga ginagawa niyo?
Lalakad po ako pupunta ng school pag malapit lang po sa akin.
Parang exercise na rin po yun. Pero hindi po kayo, wala po kayong routine ng pag-exercise. Sa diet nyo po, lalo po kayong pattern ng diet. Wala din. So may sedentary po or no exercise po na. May any questions po ba kayo? Hindi na lang po, wala po kayong allergies and masakit na po yung ulo. And then, yung allergy na ginagawa nyo, parang hindi na sa mga is mga gano'n ng pills. Pero wala po any medications na use. And this authorization will be referred to the physician po. The physician will be responsible na po sa medications na para sa inyo. Thank you very much.
So, hi, good day po. My name is Kate Infante and today I'll be your student nurse. May I have your name, ma'am? Ashley Katabang. So, how may I address you po? So, from Ashley, today I'll be assessing for your vital signs, including your body temperature, respiratory rate, pulse rate, and as well as your blood pressure.
Perform hand hygiene and observe appropriate infection prevention procedures. Provide for client privacy. Place the thermometer and apply a protective sheet or probe cover if appropriate. Then wait the appropriate amount of time. Electronic and tympanic thermometers will indicate that the reading is complete through a light or tone. Lastly, remove the thermometer and discard the cover or wipe with the tissue if necessary. We will be assessing the pulse rate. Next to assess is the respirations or the respiratory rate. The respiratory rate is best assessed together with the pulse rate. And lastly is assessing the blood pressure. Wrap the deflated cuff evenly around the upper arm. Locate the brachial artery and apply the center of the bladder directly over the artery. For an adult, place the lower border of the cuff approximately 2.5 cm or 1 inch above the antecubital space. Then, position the stethoscope appropriately. Then, place the amplifier of the stethoscope over the brachial pulse site. Because the blood pressure is a low-frequency sound, it may be best heard with the bell-shaped diaphragm. Then, place the stethoscope directly on the skin, not on clothing over the site. Auscultate the client's blood pressure. Pump up the cuff until the sphygmomanometer reads 30 mm of mercury above the point where the brachial pulse disappeared. Then, release the valve on the cuff carefully. Document all the findings on the client's record.
For your confirmation and all your vital signs is normal.
So, good morning, Ma'am. I am David Lopez and I will be your student nurse for today. So, what are we going to do is I will be assessing your mental health product.
First, perform hand hygiene and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedures. Provide for clients' privacy.
Pwede po ba tayo kung ano po?
So first, observe for signs of distress in posture or facial expression. The normal findings is a no distress noted and the
Pwede po tayo sa height and weight po.
Next, observe general body build, height, and weight. Next is observe client's overall hygiene and grooming. While doing this, also note for the body and breath odor and obvious sign of a health or illness, and assess the client's attitude while observing or talking to the client. And note for the client's affect and mood, and listen to quantity of speech and listen to relevance and organizations of thoughts.
So, ma'am, ilang beses po tayo nag-toothbrush po sa ilang araw?
Times a day po.
Yung pag-ligo po natin, ilang beses po tayo nag-ligo?
2 times a day.
So, paano po yung pag-way po ng pag-toothbrush po natin, ma'am?
Circular motion po.
Half bath po ba or full bath po yung sa pag-ligo?
Full bath po.
Pag sa gabi po, naliligo po ba tayo?
Yes po.
So, ma'am, may nararamdaman po ba tayo ngayon na sakit po?
Walang
Nagkasakit po ba tayo bago ba tayo pumunta po dito? So, makasulong po tayo. Ano po yung nakita niyo po? Ano po po tayo?
pain.
Nasaan po tayo ngayon, no?
Sa hospital po.
Paano po tayo nakapunta po dito? Nakahuwin po ba tayo o naglakad po tayo?
Nag-COVID po.
So, ma'am, next naman po, I will proceed na po sa ating skin po, sa ating assessment po, your skin po. So, before we start po, nakakaramdam po ba tayo ng pain sa skin po natin? Nanganganin po ba? Dry po ba to or moist po yung skin po natin?
Noise po.
Nakakabit po ba tayo ng medication po? Nagkakapagka po na? May contact po ba tayo sa mga pain?
First, perform hand hygiene and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedures. Inspect skin color. Best assess under natural light and on areas not exposed to the sun. Next, inspect the uniformity of skin color and assess the edema. Next is observe and palpate skin moisture and palpate skin temperature. lastly, note the skin turgor, or a fullness or elasticity by lifting and pinching the skin on an extremity or on the sternum. For the assessing the hair, inspect the evenness of growth over the scalp. Inspect hair thickness or thinness. Inspect hair texture and oiliness. Note presence of infections or infestation. Inspect amount of body hair. And lastly, remove and discard the gloves and perform hand hygiene. For assessing the nails, inspect the fingernail plate shape to determine the curvature and angle. Inspect the fingernail and toenail texture. And inspect the fingernail and toenail bed color, and inspect tissues surrounding nails. And lastly, perform blanch test or capillary refill. Perform hand hygiene and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedures.
So ma'am, may mga concern na po ba kayo na nagkaroon po kayo ng lumps or bumps po sa head po? Then po. Itching po or scales po, nagkaroon po ba kayo ng dandruff po? Then po. Meron po ba instances na pag tumatayo po kayo, bigla po kayo nagtitilo? Or bigla po kayo nagtitilo kayo tumatayo po kayo? Loss of consciousness po. Ayan naman po. So let's proceed na po with the assessment po.
Inspect the skull for size, shape, symmetry. So the next one is inspect the facial features. The next one is inspect the eyes. Ask the client to elevate the eyebrows, frown, or lower the eyebrows, close the eyes tightly, puff the cheeks, and smile and show the teeth.
Perform hand hygiene and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedures. And proceed to health history taking.
Meron po ba kayong family history po ng diabetes? Sa pag-inalo po. May hypertension po ba kayo? Blood station. Nag-undergo na po ba kayo sa surgery po sa eyes? Ophthalmologist? Yes. Okay. Nag-cover po ba kayo ng contact lenses? Eyeglasses? Yes. Paano niyo po naisip yung eyeglasses? Cotton. Tela.
Inspect the eyebrows for hair distribution and observe the eyelashes and the eyelids. Next is inspect the vulvar conjunctiva. Next is assess each pupil's direct and consensual reaction to light and inspect the pupil shape and symmetry of size. Next is assess the peripheral visual fields to determine function of the retina. Next is assess the 6 ocular movements to determine eye alignment and coordination. Location of light reflex.
Today, Mama and Team practice magaling that first student is for today. So, tuloy po i-assess ko lang po yung ears and hearing po.
Perform hand hygiene and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedure.
Ears and hearing po. Ano ko lang po, confirm ko lang po. Ano itong may lamig? Ilan taon na po? 18. Okay. Ma'am, meron po ba kayong problem when it comes to hearing po? May pain po ba na nararamdaman? Bawal po may tinitake naman po kayo medication. Hearing aids po.
Inspect the auricles for color, symmetry of size, and position. Palpate the auricles. Gently pull the auricle upward, downward, and backward. Fold the pinna forward. Push it on the tragus. Apply pressure to the mastoid process. Inspect the external ear canal for cerumen, skin lesions, pus, and blood. Assess client's response to normal voice tones. Tuning fork test. Perform Weber test to assess bone conduction by examining the lateralization, sideward transmission of sounds. Hold the tuning fork at its base. Activate it by tapping the fork gently against the back of your hand.
Meron po ba kayong pain na nararamdaman sa nose? About naman po, may tinitake po kami medication.
Inspect the external nose for any deviations in shape, size, or color and flaring or discharge from the nares. Lightly palpate the external nose to determine any areas of tenderness, masses, and displacements of bone and cartilage. Determine patency of both nasal cavities. Ask the client to close the mouth, exert pressure on one nares, and breathe through the opposite nares. Repeat the procedure to assess patency of the opposite nares. Observe for the presence of redness, swelling, growths, and discharge. Inspect the nasal septum between the nasal chambers. Palpate the maxillary and frontal sinuses for tenderness.
Inspect the outer lips for symmetry of contour. Inspect and palpate the inner lips and buccal mucosa for color, moisture. Inspect the teeth and gums while examining the inner lips and buccal mucosa. For the tongue and floor of the mouth, inspect the surface of the tongue for position, color, and texture. Ask the client to extend the tongue. Inspect tongue movement. Ask the client to roll the tongue upward and move it from side to side. Inspect the base of the tongue, the mouth floor, and the frenulum. Next is the palates and uvula. Inspect the hard and soft palate for color, shape, texture, and the presence of bony prominences. Inspect the uvula for position and mobility while examining the palates to observe the uvula. Next is the oropharynx and tonsils. Inspect the oropharynx for color and texture. Inspect one side at a Inspect the tonsils behind the fauces for color, discharge, and size. Next, we will be proceeding to the neck. Ask the client to bend the chin to the chest. Next, bend the head back so that the chin points upward. Next, tilt the head so that the ear is moved toward the shoulder on each side. So next, assess the muscle strength. So for the lymph nodes, palpate the entire neck for enlarged lymph nodes. Next is the trachea. Palpate the trachea for lateral deviation. Next will be the thyroid gland. Inspect the thyroid gland.
Good day, ma'am. I am Ashley and I will be your student nurse for today. And for today, I will be assessing your thorax and your lungs. Okay, ma'am. Pwede po ba kayo po? Inspect ko lang po yung anterior posterior po and your lateral.
Inspect the spinal alignment for deformities if the client can stand. From a lateral position, observe the three normal curvatures. Palpate the posterior thorax for thoracic expansion.
Palpate the thorax for fremitus. The faintly perceptible vibration felt through the chest wall when the client speaks. Percuss the thorax. Percussion of the thorax is performed to determine whether underlying lung tissue is filled with air, liquid, or solid materials, and to determine the positions and boundaries of certain organs. Rationale. This separates the scapula and exposes more lung tissue to percussion. Auscultate the thorax using the flat disc diaphragm of the stethoscope. Rationale. The diaphragm of the stethoscope is best for transmitting the high-pitched breath sounds.
As I have observed po, your costal angle is less than 90 degrees and the ribs that enters to the spine is approximately at 45 degrees angle.
Palpate the anterior thorax.
Next, palpate the anterior thorax for respiratory expansion.
Palpate for tactile fremitus in the same manner as for the posterior thorax. Percuss the anterior thorax systematically. Auscultate the trachea. Auscultate the anterior thorax.
So I have observed that the shape is slightly unequal in size, generally symmetric. Expect the skin of the breast for localized discoloration or hyperpigmentation, retraction or dimpling, localized hypervascular areas, swelling or edema. I have observed that skin uniform in color, skin smooth and intact, diffuse symmetric, horizontal or vertical, vascular pattern in light skin people. Emphasize any retraction. Can you do, taas niyo po yung kamay niyo. Next, inspect the areola for size, shape, symmetry, color, surface characteristic, and any masses or lesion. So I have inspect that round or oval and bilaterally the same color, varies widely from light pink to dark brown, irregular replacement of sebaceous glands on the surface of the areola. And next, we have to inspect the nipples for size, shape, position, color, discharge, and lesion. I have observed that it is round, everted, and equal in size, similar in color, soft and smooth. Both nipples point in the same direction. And next, we need to palpate the axillary, subclavicular, and supraclavicular lymph nodes. Taas niyo po yung kamay niyo, ma'am. No tenderness, masses, or noodles. Palpate the breast for masses, tenderness, and any discharge from the nipple. Papalpate po natin yung inyong dede. Mahawakan na po natin, ma'am.
Wala po. No tenderness, masses, or nipple discharge. And next po is palpate the areola and the nipples for masses. Yung nipples naman po. Palpate the areola and the nipples for masses. No tenderness, masses, or nipple discharge. Thank you for your cooperation, ma'am.
First, inspect the abdomen for contour and symmetry and skin integrity. Next is auscultate the abdomen for bowel sounds. And also for vascular sounds. Next is percuss several areas in each of the 4 quadrants. Perform light palpation to detect areas of tenderness and or muscles guarding. Lastly, palpate the area above the pubic symphysis. Perform hand hygiene, apply gloves, and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedures. And provide for clients' privacy. First, inspect the distribution, amount, and characteristic of pubic hair. Next, inspect the skin of the pubic area and inspect the clitoris. Next is palpate the inguinal lymph nodes.
I'll be removing in this carpet.
So for the first assessment, inspect the distribution, amount, and characteristics of pubic hair. Next to assess is to inspect the penile shape and glans penis for lesions, nodules, swellings, and inflammation. Next is for the scrotum. Inspect the scrotum for appearance, general size, and symmetry. And lastly, for the inguinal area, inspect both inguinal areas for bulge, remove and discard globes.
First, inspect the anus and surrounding tissue. Turn the inspection, remove and discard gloves, and perform hand hygiene.
Perform hand hygiene and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedures. Provides for the client privacy. Inspect the muscle for size. Compare the muscles on the one side of the body. Example, the arm, thigh, and calf. To do the same muscle on the other side for any disappearance, measures the muscle with tape. Upon inspecting, it is equally sized on the both sides of the body. Inspect the muscles and tendons for the contractures, shortening. Upon inspecting, there is no contractures. Inspect the muscles for tremors, for example, by having the client hold the arms out in front of the body. Upon inspecting, there is no tremors. Test the muscle strength. Compare the right side with the left side. Sternocleidomastoid. Clients turn the head to one side against the resistance of your hand. Repeat with the other side. Trapezius. Clients shrug the shoulders against the resistance of your hand. Deltoid. Client holds arms up and resists while you try to push it down. Biceps. Client fully extend each arm and tries to flex it while you attempt to hold arm in extension. Triceps. Client flexes each arm and then tries to extend it against your attempt to keep arm in flexion. Wrist and finger muscles. Client spreads the finger and resists as you attempt to push the fingers together. Hip muscles. Client is supine. Both legs extended. Client raises one leg at a time while you attempt to hold it down. Hip abduction. Client is supine. Both legs extended. Place your hand on the lateral surface of each knee. Client spreads the legs apart against your resistance. Next, client is same position as for hip abduction. Place your hands between the knees. Clients bring the legs together against your resistance. Hamstrings. Client is supine. Both knees bent. Client resists while you attempt to straighten the legs. Quadriceps. Client is supine. Knee partially extended. Client resists while you attempt to flex the knee. Muscle of the ankles and feet. Client resists while you attempt to dorsiflex the foot and again resists while you attempt to flex the foot. Upon inspecting, equal strength on each body side. Inspect the skeleton for structures. Upon inspecting, there is no deformities. Palpate the bones to locate any areas of the edema or tenderness. Upon palpating, there is no tenderness or swelling. Inspect the joint for swelling. Palpate each joint for tenderness, smoothness of movements, swelling, crepitation, and presence of nodules. Upon inspecting and palpating, there is no swelling, tenderness, crepitation, or nodules. Joints move smoothly. Assess joint range of motion. See Chapter 44 for the types of joint movements. Assess joint range of motion. See Chapter 44 for the types of joint movements. Document findings in the client record using printed or electronic forms of checklists, supplemented by narrative notes when appropriate.
Perform hand hygiene and observe other appropriate infection prevention procedures. So before we start, we are going to assess the language, orientation, memory, remote memory, span and calculation, cranial nerves, motor function, finger to nose test, and fingers to fingers.
Ano araw po ngayon, ma'am? November 25 po. Nasaan po tayo ngayon, ma'am? Sa hospital po. Saan po tayo nakatira? Sa hospital. Pwede niyo po ba sabihin po sa akin yung member po ng family no? Yung name po nila? Name po ng family ko is Christopher Elaparo. Name po ng mother ko is Elaparo. Name po ng brother ko is Christopher J. Elaparo. So mag-ask ko lang po na kung dapat po tayo pumunta po sa hospital. Para po ma-assess yung neurological system. Wala naman po tayo ng blood. Wala. Minsan po ba nakapag-use po tayo sa isang bagay? Pwede niyo po ba pag-state yung full name niyo? Please enjoy kabang lang lang. Wala naman po tayo problema po sa memory po natin. Wala naman po. Ano po unang ginawa po natin kanina? Ina-identify niyo po sa akin ang alcohol and pinapasin po. After po nung nagbasa po kayo, anong ginawa po natin? Tinanong niyo po sa akin po ng oras na po kayo na ano po nila. Nung papunta po kayo dito, ano po ginamit niyo po? Nag-tricycle po ba tayo o naglakay? Nag-tricycle. So ma'am, can you please sabihin niyo po 740? 740. Ma'am, can you please repeat this number po slowly? 740. 740. 74056. 7405672. 7405672. Miss Ali, backward po. Ito yung 74056. 5 4 3 7. Pinabasa ko po sa inyo. Pwede niyo po magsabihin sa akin kung anong kulay po ng ano po kanina? Pink. Saan po tayo nakatira, ma'am? Assess your attention span and calculation. Ma'am, can you recite the alphabet? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, next naman po, asin to, calculate po sa utak natin. 7 minus 3 po, 4 10 minus 6, 4 plus 11, 16. Good job, ma'am. Can you open? I can close your eyes po. Open it po. Close it. Open. Ma'am, can you pababa po ng eyes po? Papilit po. Left po. Right. Up. Down. So, ma'am, what's your name po? I'm Alvore Tala. Ilan taon na po? 8 years old. Saan po kayo nakatira? Langaw ba na? Pagpunta niyo po dito, ano pong sinakyan niyo? Commute bus. May papa-amoy ko sa inyo and did you po identify para po yung ano po? So, ma'am, can you open your eyes po? Ano po yung hinamig sa inyo? Kapag nakita niyo po yung headlight, sabihin niyo po na stop. 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 But you better crouch and can you say June? So, mamawag mo lang po yung face nyo and then i-move nyo po siya in resistance of mind. Ay, arm. So, ma'am, pa-stand lang po. Can you do this po?
Lakad lang po tayo.
So, next naman po, ma'am, is itatouch po ng lalaki niyo po sa paa yung finger ko po. Go. Ma'am, can you close your eyes po? And then gagalawin ko po yung nilalakad niyo po sa paa. And then i-identify niyo po kung ano pong position yung nilalakad niyo po sa paa. Kung nakataas po ba, or nakastraight po ba, or nakababa po. Okay. Can you close your eyes po? Ano pong position?
Nakataas. Nakababa. Kabilang naman po. Nakapataas.
Thank you po, ma'am, for your cooperation for this neural development po. And I'm assuring you po that the data that we've gathered